Hello everybody, if you're planning on building a gaming PC build this month, you're at the right place. Here we have the usual three gaming PC builds of the month for the May 2016 edition right now. These builds are done every single month to do a refresh of new hardware, cost changes, and the sorts. And we categorize these into three: $600, $1,000, and $1,500. A quick update for the month is that a lot of these, we've been able to pack a lot more into these three builds over the last couple of months due to some rumors around the new graphics cards that AMD and NVIDIA might be coming out with a little bit soon. So what that means is that all of the hardware now kind of goes down, hardware specifically, the graphics cards go down, and we could push in the same performing cards as before at a lower cost, allowing us to add and move things around a little bit. So let's get into that in a little bit. For everybody new here, visit the site newcomputerbuild.com to learn a little bit more about each of these builds, as well to leave a comment if you have any questions. And in the description below, if you're interested in purchasing one of the three builds, they will be linked. All of the hardware will be linked in the description below. So let's get started with the $1,500 May 2016 gaming PC build of the month. With this build, we have, first, a quick overview of the build. Who is this build for? It's probably for those that want to game at, depending on what resolution of monitor you have or what your goal is in terms of settings and performance in terms of your games that you're going to be playing. But in general, this build will be for maxing out games at 2K resolutions, absolutely no problem. And even for those that maybe want to dabble or play a little bit into 4K, it won't max games out in 4K, as you won't be getting 60 plus FPS in 4K unless you SLI the included graphics card or another similar card. All right, getting started. For the processor, we have the Intel Core i5-6600K unlocked processor, easily overclockable, for $240.31. Since it doesn't come with a cooler, we have to choose a CPU cooler, and this is one of the best air coolers out there, Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo, for $29.49 this month. For the graphics card for this build, we have the ASRock Fatality Z170 Gaming K4 at $158.99. This board is kind of a mid-range board and is fully capable of overclocking the 6600K. For the graphics card, this is the real power driver. This is what will max out games at 2K and allow you to play even to 4K with settings scaled back in some games. What we have here is the Gigabyte GeForce GTX 980 Ti Extreme Edition card, $599.99. These have gone down in cost over the last couple of months, so they're very affordable right now for one of the higher end single performing graphics cards. For RAM, we have a Crucial Ballistic Sport 16 gigabyte kit that is two 8 gigabyte sticks of DDR4 RAM, $68.93. There is no HDD included, as I am phasing these out of the higher end builds, as we don't need them anymore. We want to go with SSDs. A problem with that sometimes with SSDs is that cost a little more for a little less space, but you get much higher performance read and write times out of them, and they're becoming much more affordable now. As you can see here, we bumped it up from last month for a Samsung 850 500 gigabyte Evo SSD versus the 256 from last month, and that's because it's $149.99 right now. For power supply, we have the EVGA Supernova 750 G280 Plus Gold power supply for $99.99. And then for the computer case, usually I showcase new cases every single month, and you can check back the last few months for brand new cases that have come out in those months. However, this month I thought to showcase not an older, but an older, newish case, quality case, popular case that came out not too long ago, the NZ XT H440 mid-tower case. This case comes in a couple colors, or a couple combinations of colors, such as the white one featured here. There's also the black windowless, black and red, black and blue, for examples. Let's see the black and blue. Yeah, so you can see it just kind of changes the outline of the color and so on. But this is a pretty good case. It's a sleek, kind of professional looking case in my opinion, and I'm a huge fan of kind of more of the elegant looking cases without too much on them. Like for myself, for example, I really like the white one. Rambling aside, moving on. This build comes out to $1,458 currently, so we're well under budget. A little breathing room for additions that you want to do, and that's for May 2016. For those that want some upgrade suggestions for the future, or have a little more to spend right now, some suggestions are in this table here, such as an Intel Core i7 6700K, $347.99. That has gone down in price. I would go with the i7 if you do more than gaming, if you see yourself doing video work or graphics work or the likes, then it might be worth the upgrade for you. You can get kind of a better cooler, CPU cooler. In this case, the Corsair Hydro Series H100 IV2 Extreme Liquid CPU cooler for $104.42. You could, like I said, if you're really serious about doing 4K gaming, either now or in the future, you can go SLI with another Gigabyte GeForce GTX 990 Ti graphics card for another $599.99. I should note though, if you are ever planning to do this, do bump up the power supply to at least an 850 watts, such as the one I have linked here is just the same one included in the build, but instead of the 750 watt, it's the 850 watt one, the EVGA Supernova for $116.99. Here's a slightly faster SSD and also double the space, 1 terabyte versus the 500 gig included, for example. But it's about double the cost, a little over double the cost at $349.99. The SanDisk is Extreme Pro 960 gigabyte SSD. Now moving on to the $1,000 gaming PC build. Sorry, this build is for those kind of, you can easily, no problem, you'll max out any game at 1080p. So if you're going that route, just no worries there. And even into 2K. And most games you will max out, or sorry, not max out, but you'll be able to play with settings scaled back slightly at 2K resolutions. So keep that in mind. But starting off, we have the processor, the Intel Core i5 6600K, 24031. And paired with that is this air cooler, the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo 2949. And the graphics card is next. Motherboard, the Gigabyte Z170 ATX GA Z170X, Gaming 3 motherboard, same as included last month for $133.99. And for the graphics card, we have this Zotac GeForce GTX 970 for $299.99. I should mention that this card is picked specifically. It is a really good card, and but an alternative would be the R9 390 graphics card. If you want to go with that, it has a little more memory into it, and I would suggest getting that if you are going to be playing into 2K resolutions, as it does, the extra memory does help on that particular card. Sorry, now moving on, for the RAM, we have the Kingston HyperX Fury Black 8GB kit. That's two 4GB sticks for $33.99. Should I mention DDR4 RAM? We have Samsung 850 EVO 250GB SSD, $88. Like I said, this is the bump down for the 500 gig in the $1,500 build. Power supply, EVGA Supernova 650G1, $78.10. And the case this month, this build is probably changed the least, but it has gone down a little bit in cost. But this case was brand new last month, so it's a 2-month-year-old case. It comes in a few different colors. The Fantex Eclipse Series P400, and you can see that here, a few different looks of the P400. It's a pretty good case. Like I said, I like elegant cases. This one's pretty elegant, and it has a little bit of lighting on it. And it comes in the 3 different colors, which is the black, the white, and the titanium color, or gray titanium, or whatever you want to call it. And now for this build does currently come out to $965 in the linked hardware. And if you have a little more to spend and want some other suggestions or upgrades for the future, you can bump up your SSD to the 500 gigabyte Samsung 850 EVO, $149.99. If you're really serious about doing 4K gaming, want to max out those resolutions, then go with the R9 390X, like the X version, for $409.99, such as this Gigabyte one. You can SLI in the future if you want to plug in some another GTX 970 in the future. Bump up those graphics. The option is there, such as going with another Zotac GeForce GTX 970 for $299.99, or you can bump it up to liquid CPU cooling, such as going with the Corsair Hydro Series H80i liquid CPU cooler you see here for $89.99. Now finally, we're going to end off with the $600 gaming PC build for May 2016. This build is probably the more generalized build for those that just want to get into gaming on HD resolutions, 1920 by 1080. It should max out many games at 1080, and it is a very capable gaming PC build. So the processor here is the Intel. We switched this up last month, the Intel from the FX 8320s, but now we're going with Intel with the Intel Core i3-6100 for 11876. Paired with the motherboard paired with that is the Gigabyte GA8170 Gaming 3 104.99, and the graphics card we have is the MSI R9 380 179.99, and we have the same RAM as the $1,000 build, 8GB kit of Kingston HyperX Fury for $33.99, and we do have an SSD in the $600 build now. Yay! Finally, with this affordable My Digital SSD 256GB version for $59.99. Remember, if you bump it up from the $59.99 to the $88.88, you can go with the such as the one included in the $1,000 build, such as the Samsung 850 EVO, which is a little bit of a quicker SSD. And then for power supply, EVGA 600B1 bronze, $44.99, and the case this month we have went with the Rosewell Red Bone PC case, and it's a pretty standard case, $44.99, and this comes out to a total of $587.70 in May 2016. And for the alternatives for this build or upgrade suggestions, we have such as you want to go with liquid CPU cooling, the Corsair Hydro Series H55, $59.86. You can go with a better CPU, an Intel Core i5 6500, so an Intel i5, $199.99. Bump up to almost 500 gigabytes of SSD space with such as ADATA SP550, $108.99. And you can get a better graphics card going with the Radeon R9 380X for $179.99. Sorry, that's linked up wrong. The cost is a little more than that, so if you want to, I'll link this in the description below, but also visit the site if you, I'm going to change this up because I linked the same one as included in the build, but I meant to link the R9 380X. And there are peripheral considerations on the website. If you want to come visit, click here. You can see such as monitors, mice, keyboards, and there is no operating system included in the builds above, so keep that in mind, such as you can go with Windows 8.1, for example, or Windows 7, or Windows 10, or upgrade to Windows 10, or some free options are Ubuntu, for example, or the SteamOS, which you can download straight from their website. All right, that does it for the May 2016 Gaming PC Builds of the Month. My name is Corey. Check back next month for an updated build if you're not planning on building right away. Otherwise, go to the site, noobcomputerbuild.com. Leave a comment. I'll try to respond to everybody in a timely manner. But until then, subscribe, leave a like, share, or visit the site. Thank you. Bye.